I'm Tennille Rice with T. Rice Mortgage. I'm here with Emily Burch Properties.
Hi guys.
Thanks for coming along. Emily asked me to come and talk to you guys about mortgages a little bit. But before we do, Emily, tell us about yourself. How did you get into real estate? Who are you?
Awesome. So thanks for joining us, guys. Like Tennille said, my name's Emily Burch. I live in eastern Colorado, about 40 miles east of Denver. So I service Denver metro area and the Eastern Plains. I lived in Aurora forever, so super, knowledgeable, used to all that stoplight land. And then we moved out here and bought a little hobby farm and have been doing that for the last few years. So I really have a passion for properties and the smaller town also. And one of the great things about living out here, you get more bang for your buck. So let's see, I got my license just about a year ago and have had a really busy last year. I've got to help a lot of people buy and sell, and I love that. I feel like it's like handing somebody a baby. I love that what I get to do every day makes me feel like I'm changing the world, right? So like I said, being out here, we have some big properties. So I've been able to do some pretty large transactions, but another passion of mine is helping first-time home buyers. And let's be frank, we all know Colorado is expensive, right? So one of my passions is finding homes for people where they are not going to feel house poor. When my husband and I got married 20 some odd years ago and we wanted to buy our first house, we so vividly remember the first realtor we talked to. And she was your realtor who cares more about her commission check than a person. And she's like, the only thing you are going to be able to find is a condo. And let me know if you want me to show you those. We did not want a condo. That was just our personal preference. I know, that is a great fit for a lot of people. But then we found a realtor. We found a realtor who cared about us as people and didn't mind taking the time to listen to what our desires were. Back then we didn't know if maybe we'd want a foreclosure. So he showed us some foreclosures. And we decided very quickly that was not a task we wanted to take on. So we found a great house, and it was a house we were able to raise our family in, and I'm quite thankful at that point in time that we didn't go with, a 2-bedroom condo because 2008 to 2010 hit, and we stayed in that house a lot longer than we thought we would. So finding an agent who cares about you and not just the check you're going to give them, I think is super important. So let's see. I started corporate America as a drafter, and I did energy compliance. There was a time in the early 2000s a builder probably wasn't getting a permit for a house unless it had crossed my desk, and made sure that the energy calcs were good. Then I had kiddos, and 2008, 2010 happened, and I left the residential construction market and stayed home and ran a daycare out of my house for a bunch of kiddos and got to just teach them and love them and pour into them. Then I had a network marketing business because I like people and I like teaching. That allowed us to sell our house in town, come out and purchase land, and then start to just build a slower paced life, right? So then 2020 happened, we lost our son, and my husband said, you need to figure out something to do or you're going to go stark raving mad. Because I'm a busy person. I know, quiet lifestyle, Eastern Plains, really busy person. And he said, what about real estate? You've done construction, we've remodeled houses, we've bought houses, we've sold houses, we've built barns, we've, everything around that spectrum you do. Why don't you go buy and sell houses, help other people do it? And that just really struck a chord with me. I actually come from a long family history of realtors, so I kind of feel like I'm carrying a little piece of my grandma with me doing it. So that's how I ended up here. Yeah, and I love it. I love buyers and I love sellers.
What a great backstory, because you really do have a little bit of aspect in every little something for real estate, even in daycare. So if you can handle a bunch of children running around in your house, you can handle sellers and buyers in the negotiation product.
Right.
So great job with that. I loved how you use the analogy with handing over their baby for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
That is awesome. And it's true. You know, first time home buyers, this is something that's going to be part of your life forever. Your first home. So I love that analogy.
Yeah.
And so delivering babies, aka houses, aren't the only babies that you deliver. So you said you have a hobby farm.
Yep.
So tell me about the animals and about, you know, bringing real babies into the world.
Yeah, so we've got goats and cows, chickens and guineas and ducks. And then the love of my life is a llama named Kisses.
Great name.
Yeah, she's a very sassy creature, but I love her. And that keeps me busy because apparently I don't really think people should rest. Now, Tennille, let's go back to the farm conversation. We happen to make a connection. You know, you meet people in business and you figure out you enjoy working with them, but there's always a connection initially, right? So Tennille, why don't you tell them how we made that connection?
So we made that connection over cattle.
Mm-hmm.
So we met at a training class and we got talking about cows. We were only two people in this whole room full of business professionals and we're talking about cattle. So yeah, we hit it right off. You have to be pretty tough to deal with cows. So when Emily said she had cows, I knew she was someone that I'd want to work with.
Yeah.
I knew you could handle every aspect of whatever life was going to throw at us in this real estate business.
And we do. We deal with a lot of stress. I feel like that is my job, shouldering your stress, right? We're walking through this together, but I am here to make this the simplest road it can be for you. And Tennille has that heart too. She's going to carry that load of making sure you get to the closing table.
Yeah, I think together we're a great team. I'm looking forward to working with first-time home buyers, anybody looking for the property and getting them there quickly. The best programs, the best house, and fast.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, real excited. Really looking forward to doing these YouTube programs with you and letting you guys learn about the mortgages and learn a little bit about us.
Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us. I hope you guys are ready to go. We are going to teach you everything you might be asking about mortgages, and please feel free to reach out. We'll drop our information down below so you can contact us if you would love to walk this with us. You can contact us if you think maybe it would be a good fit and you want to connect and see what this journey looks like for you. Have a great one.